What if the real battlefield isn't the sky or the ground, but code, sensors, and invisible signals? Today, we're uncovering how Israel consistently stays one step ahead of Iran through cutting-edge military technology that reshapes modern warfare. Hello everyone, where we break down complex defense and security topics in a clear, human, and realistic way. Today's discussion focuses on a question that reshapes Middle Eastern security and captures global attention. How does Israel outpace Iran with advanced military technology? This is not about hype or propaganda. It's about understanding systems, strategy, and long-term thinking. Israel and Iran approach military development from very different realities. Israel operates within a small geographic space, surrounded by potential threats, which forces it to prioritize speed, precision, and innovation. Iran, by contrast, relies on strategic depth, numbers, and regional influence. These differences shape how technology is developed and used. Israel's defense mindset is rooted in survival and rapid adaptation. From its earliest years, it understood that it could not win wars through size alone. Instead, it invested in brains over bulk, human capital, research institutions, and a tight link between the military and the tech sector. Iran has strengths of its own, especially in missiles and asymmetric warfare, but its innovation ecosystem works differently, often slower and more centralized. In this video, we will explore 10 key dimensions ranging from artificial intelligence to cyber warfare, where Israel has built a measurable edge. The goal is not to glorify conflict, but to explain why technological superiority matters and how it is achieved in the modern era. One of the biggest reasons Israel outpaces Iran technologically is culture, specifically a culture of innovation tightly woven into national defense. In Israel, military service is not just about combat. It's a training ground for future engineers, cybersecurity experts, and startup founders. Elite technology units identify young talent early, give them real-world problems, and expect solutions fast. Failure is tolerated, even encouraged, as long as lessons are learned quickly. This mindset creates a feedback loop. Soldiers leave the military with hands-on experience in advanced systems and later build civilian tech companies that often circle back to defense applications. Artificial intelligence, data analytics, drones, and secure communications all benefit from this cycle. Iran, while capable, operates within stricter hierarchies and heavier political oversight. Innovation exists, but it often lacks the same freedom to experiment and rapidly deploy new ideas. Israel's defense industry also works closely with frontline units. Engineers don't design weapons in isolation. They receive direct battlefield feedback. This shortens development cycles dramatically. When a system underperforms, it is adjusted in months, not years. Iran's approach is more centralized, meaning updates and improvements can take much longer to reach operational units. Ultimately, Israel's advantage begins in mindset, seeing technology not as a supplement to power, but as the core of national defense strategy. That foundational difference shapes everything that follows. Modern warfare is about information dominance, and this is where Israel truly excels. Intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, often called ISR, form the backbone of Israel's military effectiveness. Israel integrates satellites, drones, signal intelligence, and human intelligence into a single fast-moving network. Data from these sources is processed in near real time, allowing decision-makers to act quickly and precisely. Israel's strength lies not only in collecting information, but in fusing it. Advanced algorithms analyze patterns, identify anomalies, and flag threats before they fully emerge. This predictive capability reduces surprise and increases operational confidence. Iran has developed ISR capabilities as well, including drones and regional surveillance networks, but integration remains a challenge. Data often flows through separate channels, slowing response times. Another key difference is autonomy. Israeli ISR systems are designed to function even under heavy electronic interference. Redundant systems ensure continuity if one sensor or platform is compromised. Iran's systems, while improving, are more vulnerable to disruption due to reliance on fewer, less flexible networks. In modern conflict, knowing where and when matters as much as knowing how. Israel's ISR dominance allows it to strike selectively, avoid unnecessary escalation, and maintain strategic ambiguity, advantages that technology makes possible. Air power is another area where Israel's technological edge is clearly visible. Israel doesn't just operate advanced aircraft, it integrates them into a network-centric warfare model. Every aircraft acts as both a shooter and a sensor, sharing data with other platforms in the air, on land, and at sea. This creates a unified battle space where information flows faster than the enemy can react. Advanced avionics, secure data links, and electronic warfare systems allow Israeli aircraft to operate in contested environments. Pilots receive a complete picture of the battlefield, reducing uncertainty and increasing mission success. Iran's Air Force, while numerically significant, relies on older platforms and less integrated systems. This limits situational awareness and coordination during complex operations. Israel also emphasizes pilot-machine teaming. Automation handles routine tasks, freeing pilots to focus on strategy and decision-making. This human-technology balance is critical in high-pressure environments. Iran is investing in upgrades, but sanctions and supply constraints slow progress. The result is a qualitative gap. Israel doesn't need air superiority everywhere, just at the right time and place. Network-centric air power gives Israel that flexibility, allowing it to project strength without constant large-scale deployments. Missile defense is one of Israel's most visible technological achievements. Rather than relying on a single system, Israel built a multi-layered shield designed to counter different threats at different ranges and altitudes. This approach reflects a deep understanding of risk management and system integration. Each layer communicates with the others, sharing tracking data and threat assessments. Artificial intelligence helps prioritize which threats need interception and which can be ignored. This reduces costs and improves efficiency. Iran, on the other hand, has focused more on offensive missile development than defensive interception. While this provides deterrence, it leaves gaps in homeland protection. Israel's missile defense philosophy is defensive but strategic. It buys decision-makers time and reduces pressure to respond immediately, lowering the risk of escalation. Iran's strategy relies more on deterrence through retaliation, which assumes systems will survive initial strikes. The technological lesson here is integration. Israel's success is not about one miracle weapon, but about multiple systems working seamlessly together, a recurring theme across its military technology. Cyber warfare is where geography disappears, and Israel has invested heavily in this invisible domain. Israel treats cyberspace as a full operational theater, equal to land, air, and sea. Dedicated units focus on defense, offense, and intelligence, often operating continuously rather than during declared conflicts. Israel's cyber strength comes from talent concentration and early education. Cyber skills are identified and trained at a young age, creating a pipeline of experts. These capabilities allow Israel to protect critical infrastructure, disrupt adversary systems, and gather intelligence without firing a single shot. Iran is also active in cyberspace and has demonstrated capability, particularly in influence operations and regional cyber activities. However, Israel's advantage lies in precision and integration. Cyber operations are coordinated with physical operations, amplifying their impact. In modern warfare, disabling a network can be as effective as destroying a base. Israel understands this deeply, using cyber tools to shape the battlefield quietly and continuously. Artificial intelligence is transforming military decision-making, and Israel is moving fast. AI systems help analyze vast amounts of data, from drone footage to signal intercepts, turning information into actionable insights. This dramatically shortens the decision cycle, often referred to as the kill chain. Israel focuses on human in the loop systems where AI assists rather than replaces human judgment. This balance improves speed while maintaining accountability. Iran is investing in AI as well. Limited access to global research ecosystems slows development and testing. Decision speed is a force multiplier. When one side can observe, decide, and act faster, it controls the tempo of conflict. Israel's AI investments aim precisely at this advantage, ensuring commanders are never overwhelmed by data, only informed by it. Precision matters. Israel emphasizes accuracy over volume, designing weapons that reduce collateral damage while maximizing effectiveness. Advanced guidance systems, real-time updates, and secure communications allow weapons to adjust mid-flight if conditions change. This precision aligns with Israel's strategic goals: neutralize threats without triggering wider conflict. Iran's doctrine often emphasizes saturation and volume, which can be effective but less controlled. Precision requires more advanced sensors, data links, and integration, all areas where Israel excels. Technology here is not just about power, but about restraint. Accurate systems provide political and military flexibility, allowing proportional responses. This capability strengthens Israel's strategic position internationally. Israel's defense industry is deeply connected to global partners. Collaboration with allies accelerates research, testing, and deployment. Shared standards and interoperability ensure Israeli systems work seamlessly with friendly forces. Iran, constrained by sanctions, develops much of its technology domestically. This builds self-reliance but limits exposure to global innovation trends. Israel benefits from both domestic creativity and international collaboration, a powerful combination. Export markets also matter. Systems proven in demanding environments attract buyers, funding further innovation. This cycle keeps Israel at the technological frontier, while Iran's industry remains more isolated. Ultimately, Israel's technological edge shapes regional stability. By outpacing Iran in key domains, Israel reduces uncertainty and deters escalation. Technology becomes a stabilizing force, not because it removes conflict, but because it clarifies consequences. Israel's model shows that sustained advantage comes from people, integration, and adaptability, not just hardware. Iran continues to evolve, and the competition is ongoing, but the gap remains in how quickly ideas move from concept to capability. Understanding this dynamic helps us see modern conflict more clearly, less about numbers, more about networks, less about territory, more about information. If you found this deep dive insightful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Let us know in the comments which topic you want us to explore next: cyber warfare, drones, or future military technology. Stay curious, and we'll see you in the next one.